Hi, my name's Mark. I'm going to take the next couple of minutes and teach you how to cut up a whole chicken. So I've started with a dry chicken here, but I've also found that I can do this technique if a chicken is partially frozen. I'll go through step by step and just show you how to get enough pieces out of this one chicken. We're going to start out, make sure we have a sharp knife in a nice clean preparation area. We're going to start out by removing the legs and thighs. I found that the best way to do this is manhandle the chicken. Don't be too concerned. Let's just go ahead and do this. So I'm going to use my thumb quite a bit to figure out where the joints are in the chicken, and then all we have to do is make some cuts. And the big thing is I cut into the skin, and then I'm going to flip the chicken back, and we're going to find that we have the end of the bone here. And I'm just going to take my knife and just cut right along. And I just got my first piece off. Now, one of the things I like to do is take the skin off, and when I leave the leg and the thigh together, I'm just going to grab the skin and I'm going to pull, and the skin comes right off because I have those two pieces. Now, to move the leg and thigh and make it two pieces, I'm just going to feel for the joint between these two pieces, and you can just practice and feel, and I'm going to take my knife and just slice down right through the middle. And I have my two pieces with the skin off. Let's go ahead and repeat that with the second one. So this one, the skin's already kind of removed. I can pull it back, and I can, without even making a cut, pull back here, find the end of the bone, and just cut. And notice that there's quite a bit of skin. We want to pull all that skin off. So again, I'm just going to grab it from the top and pull down. And I've found that if it's too slippery, I can grab a paper towel. And I can just pull my paper towel and grab the end and just pull it right off. And then obviously just cleaning up the rest of this fat with my fingers. And then one more time, separating these two pieces. I'm going to feel for the joint between the two, and then just cut right between. And I have a perfect cut, thigh and leg. Next, we're going to go on to the wings. And again, you can kind of tell where that separation is. And I'm just going to grab my knife and cut up through the top. And what I like to do, especially when I barbecue, is I'll take the end of the wing and just fold it right back. And that's a nice little chicken wing that I can grill on the barbecue. And then this other side, again, and you let gravity kind of do some work for you and pull it right off. And if you don't do it right the first time, it just takes a little bit of practice and you'll eventually get it. So now I have my back and my breast pieces. What I like to do is I just stick my chicken straight up in the air, and I put my knife through, and I just basically cut down the middle. And notice I am getting a little bit of meat on the back pieces because the back is my favorite part of the chicken, and I'm just cutting all the way through, and it pulls right off. So notice I've got a little bit of stuff in the middle. I'll probably clean that out. And then I've got this big piece of skin here, and I'm just going to peel it right off with my thumb. Trying to get as much of the fat off as possible, taking my knife, trimming. And then I can leave this whole for barbecuing. This is my favorite piece personally. Or you can kind of tell the separation between the two. So I'm just going to take my knife and I'm going to cut right down. And this is how I separate the two back pieces if I want to do some chicken in a pan and I need a little bit more room. So with the breast, there's a couple of ways to do this. I'll just show you the way that I like. Again, I've got one big piece here. And I'm just going to grab and pull all of this skin right off. Set that aside. Now what I like to do is cut this into 4 separate pieces. And the way that I start is there is a breastbone. And again, with your finger, you can feel where the breastbone is. And what I'll do is just put a little slice here. And then I can pull it right off. And you can feel where the end of the breastbone is. You can take this piece and use it by itself, or you can cut it in half. If you have quite a few guests coming over, and I've just cut this in half, and now I have 2 breast pieces here. And then here, you can leave that whole. What I like to do is I'll trim some of this skin off, and I like to just cut it right down the middle again. So here's the breastbone, and you can cut this breastbone out and just kind of peel it back with your thumb, or I'll just take my sharp knife and I'll just cut straight down, and I have 2 pieces of the breast. So in about 2 minutes, I've taken my whole chicken and I've divided that into 2 back pieces, 4 breast pieces, 2 thighs, 2 legs, and 2 wings. After you're done cutting your chicken, just make sure that you clean your knife really well and your prep area really well. I like to use Comet or some kind of a bleach. Make sure I'm cleaning up my cutting boards well, disposing of my skin, just making sure that my area doesn't have any bacteria from the chicken or anything that would be unsafe.